few weeks ago, I told you SpaceX's IPO wiped out early buyers before the stock even had a chance to breathe. You said I was wrong. Wall Street said I was wrong. The stock kept climbing. Then on July 15th, it happened. SpaceX shares dropped below their own $135 IPO price for the first time ever. Now today they went up about 7%. So I don't know, but I'm going to show you why this isn't the end of the story. And it's really much of the beginning and a bigger one. And I'm going to give you the exact playbook I used as a licensed broker to know what's next. I spent years on a trading desk before I ever touched a camera. This is the exact pattern I've seen before. Section 1, the numbers don't lie. Let's look at where we actually are, not where the headlines say we are. SpaceX's IPO on June 12th at $135 a share, 75 billion raised, $1 trillion valuation, one of the biggest in history. Today, SpaceX is trading around 124, maybe a little bit higher, maybe 127. That's below the IPO price. Short sellers are sitting on nearly $4 billion in paper profits right now. And there's the part nobody's talking about. SpaceX lost $4.9 billion in 2025. Another $4.27 billion in the first quarter of this year alone. Here's the part that should worry you if you actually bought the hype. Starlink is actually profitable. It's XAI, the AI arm that's bleeding the company dry. Most people see SpaceX and think rockets. Smart people look at the balance sheet and see an AI company wearing a rocket company's face. Having a very successful division with serious barriers to entry is going to be the cash cow for SpaceX. I really love the Starlink, and it's a game changer, and it will flip the P&L of this company. It's just a matter of when is it going to flip. So pretty easy to know that they've got something good here. And it's not just the stock. SpaceX just tried to sell 20 to 25 billion in bonds. Debt investors are skeptical as well. When the stock and the bond market both get nervous at the same time, that's not noise, it's a signal. I've seen this movie before. This is where the broker in me gets interested, not scared. Let me take you back to 1997. A company IPOs at $18 a share. Everybody's excited. The dot-com crash hits and the stock loses over 90% of its value, cratering from over $100 to under $10. Do you know what this company was? Say it now out loud or put it in the comments, even better, and let me know if you're correct, if you know who this company is. And that company is Amazon. If you panic sold Amazon in 2001 because it broke the IPO price and kept falling, you would have missed out on one of the greatest wealth building stories in market history. A $10,000 investment at that IPO is worth millions of dollars today. Now, I'm not telling you SpaceX is Amazon. Most companies that crash after an IPO stay crashed. But Amazon is the exception, and it's certainly not the rule. But the pattern, the hype, IPO, brutal reality check, capital-intensive growth years, that pattern is identical. The question isn't, did the stock drop? The question is, does this company have an Amazon-style moat, or is it just an expensive rocket company that got $1 trillion valuation for no reason, just on vibes? That's the actual analysis, not the ticker, the moat. Section 3, the moon, literally. Here's a piece of the story almost no one in finance media is covering correctly. Part of SpaceX's valuation is baked into Starship. And the Starship's job isn't just satellites. It's supposed to land NASA astronauts on the moon for Artemis 3. NASA's official target right now is no earlier than September of 2028. I want you to sit with that date for a second, because here's the pattern. This mission has been delayed from 2025 to 2026 to 2027 and now to 2028. Every single year, it slips another year. And the next real test an orbital refueling demo. My prediction is expect at least one more slip. If I had to bet, I'd put real astronauts on the moon in 2029, not 2028. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's later than that. Meanwhile, China's public target is 2030. That's the actual race, and it's closer than most people think. Here's why this matters to you as an investor. Every time this date slips, it's a headline that spooks the stock short term. An opportunity to buy for anyone doing the real homework, because none of these delays change SpaceX's core cash generating business, Starlink. Starlink doesn't care what year Artemis 3 launches. It's just emotion, pure emotion. So if there's a delay, stock is going to go down. Buy. The hypothesis. Here's my 5-part hypothesis on SpaceX right now. My hypothesis is a pre-made plan based on knowledge of what you think you should do with this stock based on where it goes. So, a hold. If you got in at the IPO and you're underwater, don't panic sell into a short squeeze. You're not Amazon in 2001. 2001. But you're not obviously wrong either. This may take some time, so just hang in there. If your hypothesis was rockets go up forever with no read on the balance sheet, get out. That hypothesis was never real. Long. If you believe Starlink's profitability eventually swallows XAI's losses the way AWS eventually swallowed Amazon's early retail losses, stack it. Do it. Stack. Dollar cost averaging into further weakness only makes sense if you're prepared to hold through multiple Artemis delay headlines without flinching. Buy when the bad news comes. Again, scale. This is a multi-year story. Position sizing matters more than timing here. So my hypothesis is to pay attention and really pay attention at around $100 or under. I have a minimal amount of FOMO here, and if I can get an 18% discount from the IPO, I would maybe buy some. I'm thinking, but this is not financial advice. Do not listen to me. This is just hypothetical because I don't want to be just another annoying someone reporting on YouTube or the news that has zero opinion and doesn't say anything. Or even worse, a cartoon character with an AI voice from the Far East making slop. Sorry, that's my rant and it's over. The headline is SpaceX broke its IPO price. The real story is whether this is just 2001 Amazon or just an overpriced rocket company. I'll keep tracking both of the stock and the moonshot because they're actually the same story wearing two different headlines. The market in general went up today, the day that this posted, about 8%, and it seems to be a very volatile stock right now. People are very emotional about SpaceX. So listen to what I said, have a plan, and you should be good. I just gave you all the things you need to do. If you don't understand what I just told you, put it in the comments. I'll help you.